The new Presbytery and Finance Committee of the Meta Presbytery of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon has been dedicated and commissioned to commence serving their 5-year mandate according to the terms of reference stipulated in the church's constitution.
I ask them to go and carry out their assignment as it is enshrined in the constitution of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon. With the Finance Committee, I ask them to go carry out their task as it is laid down in the finance order of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon. My expectations are high because we don't want to stay on the same spot. We want to move on. And for us to move on, the Presbytery Committee has to be vibrant, it has to be active. For us to move on, the Finance Committee has to carry out its task to ensure accountability and transparency. These are the watchwords.
The dedication service that took place on Sunday, November 3rd, 2024 at a Presbyterian Church Mbengwe congregation, the seat of the Meta Presbytery, whose foundation stone was laid in 1948, was officiated by the Presbyterial Secretary in the company of the Presbytery Treasurer and other pastors. To the outgone Presbytery chairperson, the seat can be hot or cold depending on how you make it.
It can be hot, can be cold depending on how you make it. So we worked well with the pastors that have been coming because our relationship has been cordial, very, very understanding. You know that you're working with the pastor. He or she is the head of the presbytery. You don't command, you discuss, and so things move forward.
Tamanji Catherine served as Meta Presbytery chairperson for 2 constitutionally stipulated mandates. Her successor has a plan of action for the presbytery.
Well, the ones that I enlightened had to do with revival, claiming ownership of all our presbytery property and land, making the movements and choirs carry out their activities very well, taking care of pastors, and there's still many that are not yet presented.
Mbengwe Station Congregation produced the outgone chairperson, while Mbengwe Congregation produced the incoming, and to the Christians of Mbengwe, it is a good thing because the two are great women known for being very collaborative.
I am very, very, very happy. I'm happy that the two of them are the people that I'm used to, and I know that they are going to work collaboratively, and they have been doing their works that I see. I just pray that God will continue to bless them and let Madame Fukam continue from where Madame Tamanji has left. It is a wonderful day for me, and I'm very impressed with the elections that took place on the 12th of October that brought Madame Fukam in.
Amongst members of the new Presbytery and Finance Committee are those coming in for their first time, and others are those serving their second mandate.
First of all, I would thank God for the re-election, and I see that it is because of the confidence that the women they have for me and my commitment in serving the Lord that made them to re-elect me. And for my vision, I want to promise them that serving the Lord is an advantage for you as you are living, because scripture tells us that for me to live is Christ and to die is gain. And because of these powers or this opportunity that has been given to me, I promise the presbytery that I will go to the ends of the Meta Presbytery to evangelize and see that many women serve Christ in the Christian Women's Fellowship.
According to statistics revealed on the pulpit during the service, the Meta Presbytery is ranked 3rd in the Northwest region and 8th nationally out of 31 presbyteries. The new presbytery chairperson intends to improve on this position.
By God's grace, because we intend to have more Christians, and when you have more Christians, financial strength gets better.
The Meta Presbytery may be ahead of others in terms of rankings, yet there are multiple challenges plaguing the presbytery which the new committee has been tasked to address.
The first challenge, which is more general, is the ongoing war in the northwest and in the southwest regions. Meta is not spared, but we can thank God every day, every night, that we are regaining some normalcy. And I pray that all the Christians who left the presbytery because of the ongoing crisis, now that matter is calm, we are asking them to come back. We also want the Christians who are resident to be conscious of the fact that they are all disciples of Jesus Christ, that they have to go to all the nooks and crannies of this presbytery to propagate the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Going by the profiles of each committee member that were read during the service, they are well qualified to handle their positions, but as an old broom that knows all the corners of the house, the outgone presbytery chairperson had some words of advice for her successor.
She should be very caring for the institutions that are inside the presbytery, like PS, the primary school and the secondary school, and caring for the pastors. And she have a listening ears, because in other congregations, chairpersons and pastors might have some conflict, or the session in general might have some conflict. Then she take it as a duty to make sure that everything is settled.
Inasmuch as the entire presbytery now looks up to the new chairperson to execute the task expected of her well, she too has her own expectations from the presbyters.
My desire for all the Christians of Meta is that we should work hand in glove with our pastors, and we will be able to push God's work forward. So let's love one another and settle any disputes in a godly manner.
Having been done and dusted with the reorganization of the church at the congregational and presbytery levels, the next and the last phase will be the synod elections to take place in Boya in December 2024. What is the interest of the Meta Presbytery in the forthcoming synod elections? A question Bengue Online posed to the secretary.
The interest, as far as the election is concerned, is the well-being of the PCC. Meta Presbytery is focused on what the PCC is doing. Meta Presbytery is focused on what the leadership of the PCC is thinking. As a presbytery, we can't be speaking of a particular interest. The interest is that of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon.
The day ended with merriment in the houses of some of the committee members. The Meta Presbytery of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon is certainly going to be bigger and better than it was before from now onwards.